Well, hey, Gemini. I am wrapping up the mutable signs a little belatedly this week here. Going back to work, so apologize for the tardiness, but I have been thinking about you because on the 22nd, Mars entered Gemini, and we are going to be having Mars there in your home sign until March. It's going to retrograde there, and it is feeling very physical, very opinionated for me, a little road rage, and then I want to communicate about my feelings of, desire, anger, all the body Mars stuff, and then all that airy Gemini communication stuff. So not all crazy feeling, but somewhat of a challenge. You got to rise to your highest self in a time like this, in general, right? All right, well, we're going to do a little advice spread for you, and we'll see what's happening out there astrologically. We've got Saturn is in retrograde, so we'll ask about revisiting, what you're revisiting from Saturn's recent journey and other things like that. But let's just get started with an overall card, Gemini. See what's going on. Whew. Pardon me, it's a little humid here. My goodness. We see you ascending, judgment. This is your overall energy. For some reason these cards are shiny this trip around the signs. Yeah, so in judgment, what we have is, well, you can see somebody is rising, their soul is leaving their body. And this is an earned ascension, usually. You think of those who are chosen to ascend to the next level, they have completed this level here, but it definitely has interesting cosmic energy going on in there. And then I'm curious about these arrows, which speak to me of air. So we will find out more as we go along about how you're ascending and in what ways. Underlying energies, a few things going on, not surprisingly. Oh, all right, yeah, a lot. I'll show you everything that's going on here. Seems like big stuff, Gemini. So we have here the High Priestess reminding us about the phases of the moon, intuitive knowing, secret knowledges that are outside of structural places. She's a counterpart of the Hierophant, who's like the Pope, who represents institutionalized religions, structural power, and she's also of the divine. There is a feeling of a burden that you are done carrying, and it is time to put this burden down. Oh, yes, I am I am a little bit drenched here in this humidity. Okay, also a King of Wands, Elder of Fire. In this deck, all fairies, we don't have any male figures, or gender doesn't really seem that important to me in this deck. So the Elder of Fire, leadership, alpha energy, your willpower, your fire. So that's that Mars energy for sure. The Wands, fire, these we would associate with Mars. Then we have a nice balancing Two of Earth, very much out in nature. She's got a lot of things that she's balancing. Almost makes me think of like an Eight of Earth somehow. So this is work, your work life, but also just your physical life. I'm seeing this butterfly here, a kind of transformation, and that her attention is drawn to that in the midst of work, right? So that makes me think that something that you're doing all these things in your garden, and then you're turning your attention to something more ethereal, more transformative. We see you also here getting the elder of earth. Again, that mature energy. So this is why you're ascending with the 10 of fire, an elder of fire, and now the elder of earth. Who is that? That person that is in the 3D realm, associated with security, abundance. And here in this deck of fairies is a more earthly abundance. And then we see a card which really helps me with a card I struggle with, the Six of Earth, this beautiful fairy negotiating between two worlds, one that is drenched in water and can take water for granted, and one for whom these few drops build through struggle. They build character, wisdom. So two beautiful worlds that are balanced here with the Six of Earth, which is usually a card about hierarchical giving, charitable giving, but in this deck shows us that those who have a lot, the wealthy, they just are missing out on the gratitude here of those who do not have, right? So this card shows the luckiness and blessedness of these people, but that how these people also turn suffering, lack into grace, into a gift. And lastly, here you are in your wish fulfillment, a 9 of water, emotional fulfillment in and of yourself. So there's just a lot going on here. It looks like you've been very busy. You've done a lot of work. You've completed parts of the fire cycle and the earth cycle as well. You've learned a lot. I'd say you're coming into some wish fulfillment here, and you intuitively know what that is already with the High Priestess here. So let's look into the tarot. I have a new deck, and where's the box? I'm going to tell you what deck it is. It's called the Cosmic Coven Tarot. It's a cool silver and black deck. It's really nice to shuffle. My friend gave it to me. She has given me many of my favorite decks. We share garbage. And this is how she contributes to the economy of this household, is with these beautiful tarot decks. So, you know who you are. She's not a Gemini, but I think, Gemini, you will love this deck. All right, splitting it. We're going to ask about your release, your embrace, what you're revisiting, what's hidden, and what's coming in. And then I have plans for collective readings in the next week or so. Maybe pick a card. I'll try to be a little bit more creative with my spreads. It's just a week. It's been an intense month of lovely family members visiting and now getting back into the semester. So go into my go-to reading here. I don't know why I'm apologizing. Okay, so release, an Ace of Cups. So this could mean you're moving on in the cups cycle. It could mean give your heart, come from your heart, things like that. But the Ace of Cups is your emotions. It can be divine love, self-love. It may be that this is a part of your ascension process that we're seeing come out in the cards, that you've been doing really good work here, and it's time to move to the next step. But let's see. What are you to embrace now? A 7 of Wands. Some resistance, some fight, struggle here. This is when you stand with yourself with integrity against people who are confronting what your will asserts is right for you. What you are revisiting, and this is I feel like you are looking at your love, your heart here, a Knight of Cups, the way that you bring your heart into the world. Classy love offer. So when we revisit, it doesn't mean that we are wrong. It just means we're like, oh, I met a Knight of Cups, or I was the Knight of Cups. I have been acting in my life in this romantic, emotionally available way. And now I am just going to look at that again. And we'll find out more about what you might find. But this is a cute, really cute card. We can see this queenie person in a martini glass. So, looks fun. This one looks fun. Very Gemini fun energy. What is hidden from you that the tarot wants you to know? High Priestess again. So you can read the High Priestess as like, you already intuitively know this. She's here now twice on our table. So you are divinely connected. The Ace of Cups tells me that. You are able to access in the 5D outside of the everyday life. There is either going to be more information about what you know for me, your reader, to see. You already know it. And then you can also read the High Priestess as that you don't get to know it. It is going to remain hidden from you. So we'll see as we clarify. And finally, what's coming in? What is your future? A little competitive, creative chaos, a 5 of Wands. I'm a fan of the 5 of Wands. It's anarchist kind of energy. Everybody's got an idea. They're presenting and promoting their idea. In this image, we have different colors representing that variety of viewpoints, and they're all lighting this fire. So this seems like a very positive energy. We can see that the wands are growing. There's green leaves on the wands. So this looks like a fun, exciting, innovative future of being with a bunch of idea action people. So that sounds great. Underlying this, yes, more evidence that you have done something very major. Something is over. There is the world. A little sense here with an 8 of Pentacles that this could be something in your very 3D world. This is a card about your work life, your Pentacles, your art, your work, there's so many beautiful rainbows in this deck, which make me think of justice. So if you're doing something in the larger sense, justice work, but you could be working on yourself. We kind of got that impression with this Ace of Cups that you've been doing some self-love, kind of knowing that you are the one. You want that kind of work. Let's clarify. Yeah, you've done something really significant here. The 10 of Fire, that quit your job card as I shorthand it. So what is that job? What's the burden that you're carrying? The world with the 8 of Pentacles suggests that you have completed something in that realm here. But let's find out. It looks like what you're releasing is a very lovely Ace of Cups. So what else? There is a 4 of Cups. This is your ho-hum, whatever, I never get what I want kind of feeling. Been there, done that. What you don't see is that Ace of Cups, right? I almost feel like you have been offering an Ace of Cups to somebody else. And they're not receiving it because they're trapped in their sense that it's never going to work out in some area of your life. But let's see what else. Queen of Wands, the queen of the law of attraction, the sexy queen here. She knows what she wants and she knows how to get it. Yeah, she is looking away from Mr. Depressorino over here. And this is a card I associate with you, Gemini, Page of Swords. Here. Little open mind, curious, chatty. It looks like, Gemini, you're a mutable sign. You're a little bit in a place of, I'm the Queen of Wands. I'm too sexy for this. I'm leaving this depressed Dorino guy, gal, what's it? Here that I've been giving my heart, I've been giving my heart. And they're just so stuck on the past. They're not receiving it, and I'm done. So you can see that that's how this is looking here. But your other self, your other Gemini self, half, is looking back on the table towards that person. You have some kind of truth that draws you towards this person. It's a truth that you wish to share, and you've been doing it by offering your heart. So this is something that you've been doing in some aspect of your life, and the cards are telling you it's time to release this. Release, I think, the giving your heart to somebody that just isn't up for it, okay? Or some situation that is not ready to receive your heart. You are being told to have integrity, to resist what other people think you need to do. Wands are very much about doing, action, willpower. And you're resisting other wills and standing with yourself, which is excellent. Very powerful place to be in. It follows victory, where you have been successful and you have been recognized by others, but then when you get to the 7, then you find yourself in opposition. So let's see what else about that. There's your 6 of Pentacles. So this is your traditional 6 of Earth that we have here with these 2 worlds. This fairy gives a little bit of water here and all the water they want here. So you can see that rich and poor, hierarchical, charitable giving in this card. Why is it here? What else? There's your 10 of Wands. This is the quit your job card. Okay, I'm starting to think your job is this person or situation that you've been offering your heart to, and they're just unable to appreciate it because they're very cynical and negative. Let's see. And there is a 3 of Pentacles. This is collaborating with others. All 3 have a role in the building of this cathedral. So you're embracing that shift from a kind of giving. That's a burden you're putting down, is giving to people that don't have anything to give back to you. That's where you embrace resistance. And when you quit doing that, then it frees you up to work with other people that are collaborative, that want to work with you, that want to make real a vision that you have, that this Queen of Wands has, because she has a vision and she wants to make it real. And she, as the Queen of the Law of Attraction, she can do that. So we see you moving from, I feel like you're trying to, from a really good-hearted place, do something really beautiful with people that, or a person that isn't capable or willing, because they don't have hope or faith. There's with the High Priestess here twice, definite information about have faith, trust what you know here. So let's keep on clarifying. You're revisiting a recent decision, and I think you've been this Knight of Cups offering this Ace of Cups, and so now you're kind of looking at that. The cards right now are indicating that maybe you want to rethink going about things that way, but let's see. There's the Truth, Ace of Swords. A reader once said, and I like to repeat what they said, I wish I remembered which reader. It was very early when I was learning tarot. that if a reader says something and then the Ace of Swords comes out, what they just said is accurate. So what I just said was, maybe you want to rethink where you're going forward with your heart in this Knight of Cups in some way. Let's see what else. There's a Queen of Pentacles, the Security Queen, I call her. Earth Queen too. And we have the counterpart of the Queen of Pentacles, the Elder of Earth, here on the table. One more card. There's your this is the traditional Five of Wands. You can see all that creative chaos, anarchy, competition here. So the story of what has happened recently that you were just revisiting in order to, I think you don't yet know what the truth is here, but you're looking back on what you just did in recent months as the Knight of Cups, where you were trying to bring the truth to this Queen of Pentacles, who I think of as somebody else. And it looks like there's all this chaos and confusion as a result, instead of like agreement here. This Knight of Cups, you, and this Queen of Pentacles, this institution or group of people or person in your life, you just end up in conflict here. So that's the same as this card, and we'll see if they're the same or if they're just appearing here twice as we continue reading. But it's very important that we see that in the future in what it looks like a very positive way of doing this collaboration. So if we look at the difference between these two Five of Wands, like this has like a pattern that they have collaboratively done something. They've lit a spark. Everybody is contributing. This is a little bit more of a mess, even though it looks very fun to me. You may find that to be not fun, to be in chaos. I do see the sun on the bottom. That's your happy place. The Queen of Pentacles, I just don't think she's that into that. She, he, they, whoever they are, they're all about security. They're practical. They're about making the job. They're about the home. I love the Queen of Pentacles in her association with the planet, with Earth, and all that, and the kind of Empress qualities of her. But I tend to be mistrustful of the way that the Queen of Pentacles is motivated by really practical security stuff. It's not always the best origin of a decision in my mind. Whereas you appearing here as a Knight of Cups, like this heart, coming from your heart with generosity is what I see you doing. That is, I'm just more in alignment with that. And I do see you having really this judgment, this ascension. You've completed some work. You've done a lot of growth, and what you're doing is supported by the cards. Now, it's always possible that you're the other person in this, and I'm talking to your cross watcher, but you can reverse the reading so that you understand yourself as Mr. Ho-Hum. Been there, done that. Four of Cups here. You know, I was saying you're the one offering the cup to this person. You could be the one not receiving that cup. They could be the Queen of Wands. They're getting done with that. You could be the Queen of Pentacles, who just isn't feeling this. You see what I mean by reversing energies? So I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to go along with you as the Knight of Cups, but I just invite you to reverse energies as it appeals to you, particularly because mutable, you're the archetypal double person, but all the mutable signs are two people in one fantastic self. And so you could be both of these people. You could be at odds with yourself in this reading, for all I know. Okay. What the tarot wants you to know, you get the High Priestess. Something hidden by the hider in chief herself, the High Priestess. Okay. I'm making up stuff here, Gemini. I heard Geminis do that from my very favorite tarot reader, Cindy, on Awakening to Spirit. Check her out. She has a big following, but she says Geminis make up words because she has like a Gemini in her chart. All right. Ooh, there is a Four of Wands. This is a marriage, party, partnership, soulmate connection. You and the one or people, one or ones that get you. Okay. What else? 10 of Pentacles, more tens, more finishing, completion. Oh, it's upside down. Let's go with that. This coming in. Security, abundance, everything the Queen of Pentacles wants. There it is. And there's your Nine of Cups. That's this. The Nine of Water. Wish fulfillment. In and of yourself. Emotional fulfillment. The High Priestess says, everything that you want, emotionally, materially, physically, it's like the whole thing is right here. That's the message. You intuitively know this. It's in you. It's in some situation. But that's here. That either you know this intuitively and you just need to know it consciously, or you're not seeing it. And if it's there for you to see. It's kind of the same thing. But, or it's just going to remain hidden from you until it emerges. Because what we see in the near future is this Five of Wands, which is a little competitive chaos. It looks like a collaboration to me. Okay. Ace of Wands. There's a creative new idea. Passion. Also can be lust. Also, we have friendship. Emotional connection. Three of Cups. Great. And, ooh, the Devil. That son of a gun. What is he doing here? Okay. The Devil is your... Okay, that's too much, but it's really interesting and helpful. So the Devil is here, and this is where you're going to feel this conflict in the future. Is that you have like this creative idea, this Ace of Wands, this real draw, like you want this, okay? Your willpower is going in that direction. You've got these friends, this Three of Cups, this community that is like, they're united, emotionally united. There's a reconciliation in that card too. So if that's that is somebody that you can think of where you need reconciliation, that's a part of it. But what's in the way of this and what causes this to be a Five of Wands conflict is this Devil. It's somebody's lack of self-worth. It could be their addiction, their codependence. Those are all coming out of what the Devil will tell you, which is, you're chained, you're trapped, so he's sovereign over you. That's just stories, ideas, limiting concepts that you are trapped by. And people always point out that these characters, who are the counterpart of the Lovers, which is your card, Gemini, that they are very loosely chained. This is one of the many cards in the tarot that where you think you're trapped, but you're not. Like it's like an 8 of Swords. You're trapped in your mind, but in reality, you could just walk out of here. So, underlying is this whole story here, which is your emotional sovereignty, the Queen of Cups, this seeking of balance, which we've seen here, and the Two of Pentacles. What are you balancing? Your ascension is here, and this tendency that you have to offer your heart, which we see you're gonna have to. You're offering your heart to the wrong person or situation. You're gonna have to cut that out. Get clarity on it, the truth. We've seen the Ace of Swords here. You need to rethink and look at how you're going forward with your heart. The Queen of Swords, very fair, very wise, air sign like you. She gets clarity and then she's done. And after you do that, you get happy. You get happy, joyous, free. You are naked with your freak flag flying. You're being yourself on your white horse. And like a baby, like your inner child. Naked, that just means you're you, authentically you. You know, the devil doesn't matter in the sun. The sun card, you just don't think about the devil. You're free when you get here. This is a process of freeing yourself from offering your heart to the wrong people. This is what you're ascending from. It appears to me, Gemini, that you have learned this lesson and what lies ahead for you. And it's not a simple process. There's a lot of players on the table, a lot of big, powerful energies on the table. But you are finished with something. You're done learning this lesson. And when you cut it out like the Queen of Swords, you get happy. You get free. You get to be you. And you're a pretty beautiful soul here, my friend. You got a good heart. This is how you're coming into me on this table. Pretty fun, pretty fabulous. You're also coming in here. Queen of Wands, sexy as hell, right? You can do it, whatever it is you want to do, go for it. Don't let the devil get in your way and quit giving it to the wrong people. All right? I love it. You're awesome, Gemini. Have a beautiful month. I'll talk to you in other readings.